2025 has been a decent year for action movies. While there has been a few sequels and some installments in popular franchises, there haven't been any movies that have completely changed the action scene. If you're an action junkie, then you'll definitely have seen the big guns. I'm talking F1, Superman, Mission Impossible. So we decided to do something different. This video is going to talk about 2025 action movies you may or may not have heard about. And one pick pairs a president with a very familiar TV supervillain. Smart takes and lists at likecine.com. We're kicking it off with Ballerina. The legacy of John Wick at this point in time is so big that I don't think any action movie in the near future is going to live up to it. However, Ballerina tries. It gives it an honest shot. It doesn't achieve John Wick's legendary status, but it's an absolute riot. Ana de Armas, with her eyes that remind you of crystal clear lakes in a forest, has delivered hit after hit in the past few years, especially her role in No Time to Die, which I'm pretty sure contributed to her landing the role of Eve. By the way, Ballerina takes place somewhere between John Wick 3 and 4 because, like me, I know some of y'all lore nerds are thinking about it.
I got you, homie!
Unlike the title, Ballerina is not something elegant, something delicate. No. It is a story of vengeance, jam-packed with intense action scenes and a single-minded pursuit of a ballerina turned assassin trying to carve out her own form of justice. So in my opinion, it's definitely worth a shot. Next up, we have The Amateur.
No, but you never wonder?
Rami Malek comes back to the big screen in The Amateur as a codebreaker who works for the CIA. His life is turned upside down when his wife, played by the beautiful Rachel Brosnahan, is murdered by a Black Ops group, upon which Bro goes on a rampage, trying to get revenge. What makes this techno-thriller stand out is the fact that Rami's character, Charlie, is an absolute nerd. His superiors especially have no faith in his ability to get revenge. Lawrence Fishburne and Holt McCallany were actually excellent additions to this movie. Charlie does not have to get your stereotypical tactical training to get revenge. He makes do with what he does best: computers. In today's world, which is much mired in surveillance, this is a timely film. I think that's why I connected to it, because at certain times I thought to myself, yeah, that tracks. Another reason why this is on the list is that this film is based on Robert Little's 1981 novel of the same name. So there will hopefully be no sequels or prequels in the making. I get that franchises like Mission Impossible, The Bourne Identity, and James Bond are beloved for many, but sometimes you just need one good action flick without having to worry about keeping up with its numerous iterations over the years. So in my book, The Amateur is definitely something you should watch once. Franchise loyalty or one-and-done thrillers? What's your thing? Is it really an action movie list if a Jason Statham movie isn't on it? My favorite thing about Jason Statham movies is that each basically has the same plot, but you watch it anyway. Why? Because you know you're gonna have a good time. And I know I'm not alone in this. A Working Man follows the story of Levin, a man who leaves behind his past to pursue the life of tedious but predictable labor. Things are going wonderfully mundane until one day some traffickers kidnap his boss's daughter, and now he has to go get her back.
Here we go again.
Directed by David Ayer, co-written by action king Sylvester Stallone, A Working Man is a formulaic but entertaining movie. There are mixed reviews about this film though, the most common being the fact that it doesn't quite live up to The Beekeeper, Jason's hit from last year. The movie shows Statham in his element along with brutal old school action and an entertainment factor that is reminiscent of the 80s action flicks. The supporting cast, I'm talking David Harbour and Michael Pena, add their own flavor to the mix. The reason it falls short is because of its messy and convoluted plot, editing that leaves much to be desired, and uninspired dialogue. But if that isn't too much of a problem for you, then you should definitely check this one out. Hated by many, loved by you, our top 5. Next up on the list, G20. I'm a simple person. I see Viola Davis, I press click. I ask no more questions. Viola Davis's filmography boasts a large range of dramatic roles, and I love how she's adding action movies to that. After her performance in The Woman King, I was looking forward to G20. Viola Davis absolutely embodies the spirit of Die Hard in this film. She plays Danielle Sutton, war hero turned president who gets taken hostage in South Africa during a G20 summit. What makes this even more insane, in my opinion, is the fact that the villain is played by Anthony Starr, the man we all collectively know as Annalise Keating versus Homelander. What makes this movie even more amazing to watch is the amount of work Davis put into her role. I mean, she's 59 and beating down on a dude that is over 100 kilograms and looking damn good while doing so. Like Amateur, G20 isn't something that'll linger on your psyche for years to come, like James Gunn's Superman or Ryan Coogler's Sinners, but you will still enjoy every minute of it on a Sunday afternoon before heading out to work on a Monday. Havoc is exactly what it says it is. You have blood, you have gore, you have gunplay, you have stress-inducing car chases, you have morally gray characters getting into absolutely insane situations as they navigate white-knuckle brawls and gunfights. Best of all, you have Tom freaking Hardy headlining the whole thing. The story is pretty straightforward. Tom Hardy plays a bruised and jaded corrupt cop who's on the payroll of a corrupt politician, played by our beloved Forrest Whitaker. After a drug deal goes wrong and ends up implicating Whitaker's son in the movie, Hardy's character is given the unenviable task of rescuing him. Balancing Hardy's character is the talented Jessie May Lee, who plays Patrick Walker's rookie partner Ellie. Her pureness and virtue served in sharp contrast to Walker's character, the antithesis to Ellie. Maybe that's why it works. While critics have pointed out that the story and character development could do with more work, many have praised it for its high-octane violence and action-packed sequences that make it worth your time. And if you're in the mood for a lighthearted and fast-paced action flick with the most random cast ever, then look no further. Heads of State has got you covered. The movie starts out like the plot of Red, White, and Royal Blue. The US and UK leaders are locked in an antagonistic public rivalry which they have to work around when their plane is shot out of the sky, dropping them into enemy territory. Not only do they have to fend for their lives, but also stop a global conspiracy while they're at it. No pressure.
So keep calm and carry on.
Heads of State is some of the best buddy comedy I've seen since Bad Boys. Priyanka Chopra and Jack Quaid, I swear this dude is like everywhere, bring their own zing to this wacky production, making it a fun time for everyone around. The combination of John Cena, Idris Elba, Priyanka Chopra, and Jack Quaid sounds something taken from a crack fanfic. Maybe that's exactly what this film is, a crack fic come to life. But there is no doubt that it's a massively entertaining watch. Things get gritty and grim with Warfare. Written and directed by Iraq War veteran Ray Mendoza and co-directed by Civil War director Alex Garland, Warfare is a gripping and intense movie. It is an intense and harrowing viewing experience and has been compared to the likes of Dunkirk and Saving Private Ryan. The studio behind it is A24, big fan, which has given us big names like Midsommar, Hereditary, Moonlight, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and many more. From the trailer, it might look like your average war flick, but it's not. Many viewers have actually appraised the film for its realistic approach to the content, claiming that warfare has a documentary-esque authentic quality to it. Many viewers have advised caution, especially for those who are from the military backgrounds and have served in hard areas, for it might trigger some unpleasant memories. The movie is based on Mendoza's 2006 mission in Ramadi, Iraq, and the entire plot of the film centers around step-by-step depiction of a single combat situation. The film actively rejects Hollywood tropes and cliches in favor of bringing us the raw, unfiltered narrative of the realities of war, which is the reason it has made a place on this list. Ryan Coogler's Sinners is a genre-defying movie that masterfully combines the art of storytelling with action and horror, all within the span of 2 hours and 17 minutes. It blends 1930s gangster film elements with vampires and a musical. This insane combination turned out to be a shock to the blockbuster genre, and people have not stopped talking about it since its release in April. The cast boasts big names like Michael B. Jordan, Haley Steinfeld, Wunmi Musaku, Delroy Lindo, Jack O'Connell, and Miles Caden, who debuts as Sammy in the movie. Sinners is more than just your typical action movie. It's actually a blend of different genres and themes. With breathtaking cinematography and music, a deeply symbolic story, a masterclass in genre bending. Sinners is an experience I will beg you to have. It has also been lauded as the best performance as Michael B. Jordan's career, seeing as he had a double role in the movie. I won't say any more about the film lest I give you any spoilers, but if there is one action movie you should watch in 2025, it's The Sinners.
Nah, we cousins.
That's our lineup of 2025 action flicks you might have missed. But which one are you adding to your watch list? Let us know in the comments, and if you're into the messier side of Hollywood, don't miss our video on 10 Hollywood scandals you didn't know changed movies forever. Or for a wild blockbuster hot take, check out why you don't need to watch Marvel's Doomsday, but you will anyways.